right, welcome back to my channel. Good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we are going to talk about what is trending, and that is Northerners chanting with death to Israel, death to America, we support Iran, and so many people have reacted on it. You know, according to the title of this video, you can see what we put out there, and we're actually trying to let you know that this is to prove Biafran people right. This is to prove that truly we must divide the country for people to live peacefully. The ideology and the agenda is not the same. Death to Israel, death to America, they are chanting, is a sign of everything that you know. It's a sign that you cannot coexist. It's a sign that the ideology is different. We support Iran in one country that they told you is a secular state. Few weeks ago, we present to you I played a video here of a northerner who claimed that you cannot change the law, that the country belongs to them, like they always claimed, that the amendments of the National Assembly should not change anything. In fact, according to the man, he said that no matter what you want to change, no matter the amendment you want to make, you must not make the one that will affect Islamic law. When you hear about Islamic law, that is AKA Sharia law. This is something that you need to understand. There's no two ways about it. The only way forward is to make sure you distance yourself from this agenda, from this motive, from this plan. Otherwise, you end up regretting so. If you are in doubt, let me play this for you to remember what I'm talking about, because many of us may have forgotten. But before then, please, I encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it on any platform of your choice. Pay close attention. Listen. This is another what he said. Listen.
This National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. Second schedule. So this amendment is against second schedule item 60. Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. Second schedule. So this amendment.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is not a joke. He actually serious saying that. Like he actually serious. Telling you that face to face, one-on-one, that this is the plan. And some of us are still thinking that we can get something out of it. You can't get anything out of it. It is written, it is written. And instead of you to wake up and do the needful, you still want to. I don't know who told you in the human history that Islam or Muslim people have gotten to a certain level, like where the Northerners are today, and they begin to go back from that. It's not possible. Due to what is going on in Middle East now, they have flooded the Nigeria with remaining Ndoboniwe. We have the ISWAP, ISIS, banditry, Boko Haram, NAN, Hezbollah are there. And they keep on massacring people. Even in the midst of American soldiers in Nigeria, they keep on massacring people. How long are you going to expect this kind of thing? How long? And some of them who show concern are not spelling it out the way it's supposed to be. They're not telling you the truth. They're actually shying away from the truth. Not shying away though, they are trying to avoid it. Hear this so that you understand what
America and Israel attacked the state of Iran, killed its leader and a number of very senior political and military officers, as well as a number of other citizens. In the last 40 years I was there for, with the entire region in the Middle East and neighboring countries has been aflame fights, rockets, and the world has sat up. This event was foreseeable, and one can say, given by the precedence of President Trump and Israel, almost inevitable. Clearly, the United States had decided to effect regime change, meaning removal of the entire leadership of Iran, and maybe installing a different one, or giving a chance to the citizens of Iran to choose who will next govern them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as neatly as leaders like Trump think. What we're likely to have is what we're beginning to see now. A lot of chaos, prolonged crisis, both within Iran and around it, and a lot of uproar around the world. We don't expect anybody in the world to challenge what America and Israel have done. They've done this before, and the way things look, they are likely to do so anytime. What this attack has done is to reinforce the perception that exists right now. Now, there is no world order. The world has the order of the strong, and the weak has no order, and he has no reprieve, he has no recourse to anything except to run away from the strong or to submit to the strong. We have a large population of Shia in this country, and there are millions and millions of Shia and followers of Iran all over the world. They will obviously present what had happened and take steps to see what they can do to salvage what is left of the Iranian revolution, Iranian country, the Iranian leadership, and maybe to rebuild Iran. No one can say what would happen in the next few weeks. What we do know, and what we should be aware of in this country, is that America also has an interest in Nigeria. It has said so. It has already sent a bomb in our country. It says it will attack us. It says that it will encourage massive changes in the way we live with each other, largely along Muslim-Christian lines. Under Trump, nobody should take America for granted. So we are in trouble too. But this is not the kind of trouble that will just come in one day and go. Nigerians who are happy that America could go into another country, kill its leaders, or pluck them out, and embark on massive changes or hope that changes will occur, should look into the history of American involvement in other countries. So let's make a number of things very clear. Our leaders should condemn what Iran and Israel have done in Iran, and should do so very clearly and unequivocally. We do not support an activity, an action undertaken by one country against another. 2, we should demand that the international community stands up to condemn what America and Israel have done. 3, we should be very careful about the way we relate to America. If we continue on the path of disunity, and some of us are calling for America to come in and take over our country, bomb us, cage us, divide us, then we should read the history of countries that have done the same thing to America, for America, against our country. We are in danger, and we should say to the Americans, what you've done in Iran is condemnable. And
that is Ahmed, Baba Ahmed, all right? You see, one thing I hate in my life is telling me half story. Like you want to feed me information, and they're giving me, half done information. You better cook it very well. America have an interest in Nigeria because of what you people are doing in Nigeria. I'm happy that you confirm here that Iran have a lot of followers, Shia Muslim, whatever Shia or Shia Muslim you call it. Iran has spent years mobilizing, recruiting people with a very crazy ideology. And now we are in a situation whereby it's either you bow to Iran or Iran bow to you. So what we are trying to say by, which they call non-kinetic approach and kinetic approach and all that, you are talking about, you are telling people to calm down, America to calm down, so that Iran will now rule the whole world. Deep down your mind, that's what we want as a Muslim. But what about other people with different faiths? One thing about Islam or Muslim is that they say it's a religion of peace, but the idea of converting or not even converting, the idea of forcing yourself on another religion, that is just calling for war. God is not a human being. He knew everything. That's why he presented Trump at this point in time. Because the nuke of the Iranians have already gotten to a certain point that it will have become a journey of no return. And all that, I don't want to sound like a politician, but we all know what other political parties in America have done, enabling this kind of thing to grow to the extent that you guys have concluded that you are the owner of the world. Surprise, surprise, Trump is here. The only problem I have now is because he has only a few years to go. I wish I wish his tenure is fresh 8 years. It would have been better. But the God who started this will have a way of completing it. Now, how can you now convince us that what Trump and Americans are doing, or Israel, what they're doing, is wrong? Look at this thing in a country where you have Christians and Muslims. Do you think that you guys in Nigeria doing this thing is good? Look at. Now, these people here, the agenda or whatever they're looking for in their life, as we can see them now, is basically to have 77 virgins. They don't dream of inventing anything in this world. They don't dream of building mansion or riding a very good car. They don't dream of living in a very good environment. The environment they're looking for is in heaven, and where 77 virgins will be presented to them. The question is, what must they do to get to that place? But they have to buy innocent people, aka infidel, for them to now have. So your dream as a Christian is different from their own. Their target is to get to heaven, and getting to heaven, they must bring your life going to that heaven. You see, how can you expect people to drive joy seeing this kind of thing? You guys are forcing and presenting something that will be very, very difficult for people to coexist with. It will be very difficult. In fact, nobody have coexist with that kind of mentality. You have to suffer people and press them beyond repair before they can say, okay, I have to do something now. I have to, because nobody want to live on under subjugation with the threat and torture. Nobody want to live like that. Baba Ahmed now, how many investments do you have in Iran? I doubt you have even a single one. I doubt, because all of you will still go to America and Canada, European countries to buy houses and invest there. Your children are studying in UK, in Europe, Christian country. How many of your children? How many of you, your governor and your president, are in Iran studying or doing business? Do you have anybody that know? But all of you are angry that American give you, visa ban because you want to go there. And you that want to go there, at the same time, you are pushing for people to have to copy America, to copy Iranian government, to copy Iranian government. That is what you want. Now, in the north, what they're teaching them is military on how to buy other people, how to terrorize other people. Look at a country that most of us should be, most of us are running away, and you guys from the north are saying, "Oh, you should be patriotic to the country like this." Look at what you guys are doing. Countries that have done this have never ever remained the same. Israel don't joke with this kind of thing. They don't watch and forget. But you bring us all in a country and say that we are one country, and you are marching on people's flag, creating chaos and problem. By the time they throw bomb, it will affect everybody, right? Now, it's not as if other people that have different faiths that in the same country with you decide now to, okay, let me bring Iranian flag and march on them. You guys will start burning people down, burning people alive in the north. Okay? Now, I want you to see what they're doing. What does this signify? Pay attention. What are you seeing there? American flags on the floor. American flag on the floor. Doing what exactly? They are busy promoting the agenda and what I don't know. And they're doing those things with, oh, we are in Nigeria. They don't travel, they don't go anywhere. So you that is a Nigerian, who you are using Nigerian passport, you want to go to America, they will look at you as if you are also Oyobunigwe. So America also have taken a very bold step to observe things. That's the interest that Baba Med talked about. The interest is very, very welcome because it is good for them to see things for themselves and understand where the whole thing is coming from. And don't think that it's going to end soon. America did not strike Iran believing that there is going to be a one-day journey. I don't think they think like that. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I want you to also pay close attention so you can see other things these people can have, what they present. Now watch this short video. The same video that I played for you now. Then here is another video. Watch. You see? What are they doing here? Just watch. You see the torture. You see what they're doing to Biafrans? I'm not gonna play it further because I don't want them to have a kind of copyright to the video. But to understand what the video is all about, right? Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Now I'm coming to this. I want to see that there's other things I want you to see here. Here is another group of people which I played when we started. Now, they are shouting death to Israel. The government of Nigeria are just signed, they just signed contracts with the Nigerian government. They are signing documents, reaching agreement, bilateral relationship, and all that. But the people from the same country are calling Israel to death. You can see this just to prove to you that the country is not one and can never be one. The more they do this, the more our freedom is coming faster, because that is the best way to prove that truly we are not the same. Look at marching on Israeli flag and American flag. Okay, what else do you want to know? Now, the video is trending, and this is Iranian website on X. It said Nigeria will forever stand with Iran. You said Northerners will forever, not Nigeria. Although Yorubas have also already signed with them, because I would have said Yorubas, of course, may not agree to that, but I can tell you they may, because Muslim is Muslim, you know, every day, every time. Biafrans have already made, you know, whatever that's going on there is, I don't actually care, to be honest with you, because I know that we are not part of that. Hear this one also. They're still shouting death to Israel. Okay? Death to Israel. Sorry. I want to get it done. Just a moment. No, there's no sound. There's no sound again. I'm trying to play it. Okay, let me play it this way, please. Can you imagine that? Can you just imagine? Anyway, I want you to say this, because when you talk about freedom fighters, honestly, Oduduwa Nation, I don't know what their plan is. I don't know why they're deceiving their people, or they have a secret plan with Tinubu to divide it with that, you know, when he wants. Sunday Igboho from Yoruba Nation to APC area boy, what is your thoughts? Now, see Sunday Igboho with your APC cap. As an APC member, now look at him. Wonder shall never end. Okay, that's Sodibo. And Koiki said, Yoruba Nation is ongoing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I will soon be back online. Igboho remains our leader. So as Professor, Professor Adebanji Stephen Akintoye, yeah. Okay. Anyone not happy with the development, that's the development he's talking about, is them now holding the flag of for the Yoruba Nation in the left hand side and holding APC in the other hand. He said anyone not happy with the development of these things can just stay away and watch as things develop. That's from Koik. And Sunday Igboho is the leader of Yoruba Nation that support APC. What a freedom fighter. Wow. What is the thought about it? Now, this pastor called, just let me know what you think about Sunday Igboho, please, because I want to know your take on that. Apostle Michael Oluwokere, this pastor that is very vocal and very, very intelligent. He was a Muslim and converted to Christian and became, he's not a pastor. So he said, once again, may God punish those that just joined this marriage, those that are enjoying the marriage, and those that will want this marriage to remain. God punish you all. Because how do you explain this? He said, you are discrediting the flag of US. You are desecrating the flag of US and Israel because of another nation that does not care about your existence and would not even give you visa into their country. Oh, they have visa. Iran is free visa, but the problem is that nobody wants to go there. Free visa, I'm telling you. If you have Nigerian passport, you can go to Iran. It's like a travel. You get back, you put it on it. Before you come back with short leave. A nation you wouldn't go to for vacation, even if given the chance. Okay, yeah, meaning that. So this now you hit it very well. Even if you are being given free visa to Iran, how many Nigerians are there? Have you? I tell you, each number. Just like I said, all these politicians, America, the people that are funding these criminals here have investment in Western world. and their children are in UK, in Germany, in Spain, in France, in America, of course, in Canada. Once you give them visa ban, they'll all start jumping up and down because that's the real country where they reside. But the same people will be busy trying to convert that country to where they're enjoying, where they can send their children and have peace of mind. They want to convert it to what they're running away from in Nigeria. Nobody should be that. He said it is still the same. US would be US will be hurried to go there. I don't know what I mean by that. It is still the same. US would be hurried to go there. He said, indoctrinate hatred into gullible kids from this age because you are grieving a terrorist. This is the region that has been reduced to nothing but terrorism, insurgency, kidnapping, killing, extreme poverty, illiteracy, gross underdevelopment, etc. They don't protest such injustice on themselves, but want to be in the solidarity with another terrorist abroad. The Hausa Fulani Islamic North is a plug on this nation, a cancer that will stop at nothing until we are all. I think you want to say a cancer that won't stop at nothing, until we all are consumed by their blood testes. Just look at how disgusting this is. How do you explain this, for God's sake? Donald Trump and Netanyahu, he attacked it. Please take note that this is insult to your country. Take note that this is insult to your country. It's coming from northern Nigeria, the Hausa Fulani jihadist region. Let's keep being politically correct until it is too late to do anything about this. Thank you so much, and I love your boldness. You have done very, very well in this past few months. This guy have done a very good work. Anyway, my people, I just want to share this with us. I don't know what your take. Let me know what you think about it. Of course, comment and share it on many platforms or just like the video. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now. Bye bye for now. Take care.